spine's gonna be back here, and it's doing its thing. There's a scapula over there, and from the spine comes the ribs, but halfway through it turns into cartilage and attaches to the sternum, which is right in the middle. This point right here, that little point right there, is called the xiphoid process, and that is the very peak of the ribs, which is just barely underneath the pecs. Another interesting thing, these collarbone here, I always thought the little dip was going to be down here because they're obviously pointing in that direction. Wrong. Dip is right up there. I don't know why, but it is. I looked at some anatomy models, and there it is. And then I come back down here. The belly is actually surprisingly short, and kind of diamond shaped. You got your navel and all that. Now his pose is gonna be there's about where the pants are gonna be. So he's gonna have his hand hooked into his pants, belt loop, something, I don't know. The shirt's gonna come down and cover that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I go in steps. As you can see, I got the head, and then I went down here to the body, left the leg, so I'm going to get to that later once I get the shirt and everything else. So here, now, he's got a collar, and it comes down, there's a button, and there's the rest of the collar. And it's going to come down like this. There's some wrinkles on the armpit, on the shoulder, there's a seam in the shirt, cuff, a line with a little button for the cuff link. Now, wrinkles kind of like hairs, just strategic scribbles. There's my word, strategic scribbles. I forgot that. That's what I was trying to remember earlier. And now, a lot of times, clothes with buttons are going to have two lines, so it's actually going to make like a little stripe down the front. There's a belt or something, I don't know. I don't even know if he wears belts. There's the Pet Shop Boys. Now we're going to have nail, nail, nail. And I use my nails as a guideline, is where I'm going to put my fingers, nails, claws, whatever you want to call them. And it is kind of a dark skinned fella, so I come up here and I'm going to re-darken all of these lines. And now I'm going to cross hatch this. So I start out with diagonal lines that way, and now I've got some diagonal lines going that way. So now you can see he actually looks a little bit more dark skinned. Gonna do the same thing here. There's a crotch. A groin, whatever you want to call it. So now, there's the very bottom of the ribs to the shoulder. That's about where the elbow would be. Take that down. There's where the wrist would be. Expand that a little bit. That's about where the fingertips would lie if the arm was full. Now you go from hip to there. Double that. There's where your knee's going to be. That to that. Double that. There's your ankle. And I'm going to be lazy and not even draw the leg details. I'm just going to go on with that pant leg. Put some lines on there so that the pants look pressed or something. Some more strategic scribbles. There's a pocket. There's a seam. And same thing happens over here. There we go, pant legs. Feet. Feet. Toe. We're gonna do the claws to guideline where I put things again. There's big toe, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna do this. And he's got bandages on his feet, not because they're hurt, but it's kind of like moccasins. So he can feel the ground below him, but still be protected. And now the other foot. And the heel's gonna kind of have this weird little pattern. I know that doesn't look like bandages at all. And we're gonna cross-hatch these two so it matches the rest of the skin. So there we go. Now, this character has some scars. And at the moment I don't know where they are. I know that one goes across his lips, so we're gonna do this. And he's got something up here on his brow, like that, and I think he's got something over here. Pretty much just very thin little lines that aren't going to interrupt. So you see, there's the one that split his lip. There's this one up here that's kind of integrates into the hairline, and this one down here. Very thin lines that aren't actually going to interfere with anything, but still say, hey, look, there's something here. And I added that to the hand. And I think that's it. And that right there is Kotier. So now see that. Come on, focus. So we got that there. There we go. Feet, legs, all that. And there we are.